there. Nicely done.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Pulls up on the wing. That one goes. Count it.
And that mid-range shot looking good by Wiggins that time. You could tell he has put a lot of time into that shot.
Here's Vucevic. He's defended by Ware. Back to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. On offense, here are the Heat. Hero with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Pass to Powell. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Miami needs to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Giddey in the corner. Here's Okoro. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now here's Powell. Hero looking over the defense. Clock at 6. Wiggins outside. It's rebounded by Giddey. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Back to Vucevic. Shot from 16. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And with the ability to step out and make shots, bigs like Vucevic have a lot of value in today's NBA.
Powell for 3. White with the defensive effort. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks so much. I spoke with the Bulls head coach for a bit. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And it's the Heat with the ball after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. The baseline J. And it's Wiggins missing.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Shoots over Powell. No good from the wing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The Bulls with the lead. This one for 3. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. On defense, Miami. Giddey with it. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Okoro wide open. He fires. And another miss by Chicago. Mitchell with it. Defended by Giddey. Now Ware. Here's Wiggins. Hawkins with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. In the corner. Herter with it. Here's Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Hawkins. Vucevic defending. Here's Hero. Sinks the 15-footer. Hero's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Tyler Hero always under control in the mid-range area of the floor.
From deep, Herter. Great D that time from Hero. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Here's Hero. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I guess even he has. It's one of those once in a while.
Here's Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Giddey. Teardrop shot. And it's good on the way in. Giddey's got 8.
He's got some touch. Giddey delicate with that one.
On the wing, Mitchell. No scoring in this one. Here's Ware. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Buzelis. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Herter, no good. Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. And here is Okoro. Here's Herter. And Ware pulls it down.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim. It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's Jones. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Herter. Covered by Wiggins. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot.
Well, he is fighting through it right now. Still looking to get his first make of the quarter. But it's been an ugly start.
Chicago trailing here. White wide open. He fights. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And unpredictability really one of White's strongest traits, including when pulling up on a dime. Nice.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Here's Jones. The teardrop falls in. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
There's 1:59 left in the first. Pass to Vucevic. Now Herter. Wiggins with some nice D.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Back to Mitchell. It's stolen by Jones. Rebound by the Heat. Back to Wiggins. Over Jones. And it's Wiggins missing. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to White. Back to Jones. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Jaquez with the rebound. Right side Hero. Now Ware. Pass to Wiggins. They need this one. Great D that time from Vucevic.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Herder, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
There's Hero with the 3. And it's White with the rebound. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Josh Giddey making things happen for Chicago.
The Heat, 13.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Powell outside. Over Buzelis. The shot by Powell, no good. The Bulls leading by 4. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
Chicago with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Herder. No good off the front iron. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Powell outside. Here's Jovic. 3-pointer. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Smith outside. Here's Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got his second bucket of the night.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
It's stolen by Buzelis. Smith outside. Pass to Terry. Giddey surveying the D. No good from outside. The Heat trailed by 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Jovic. Pass to Powell. Nice move. And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
They get it back. And here is Giddey. He's got 10. 5 to shoot. Buzelis offline with his 3. The Heat trailed by 5. Now Rozier. Still scoreless. Here's Powell. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Back to Giddey. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Rozier. Good ball movement here by the Heat. It's deflected. Now here's Giddey. 12 points for him. It's Terry outside. Larson with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 7. Left side, Adebayo. Trying to end the drought. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Now, here's Adebayo. Scoreless thus far. Larson with the bucket.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Terry. Up top, Giddey. Now, Buzelis. He's guarded by Adebayo. There's the triple. The shot by Buzelis, no good. To the middle. Off target at the rim. The Bulls leading by 6.
Timeout.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Sumu with it. That one's in. His first shot this game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside, Adebayo. Here's Powell. Double team on Adebayo. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Buzelis. The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact,
we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Adebayo's teammates encourage him to be aggressive down there. He's a very intelligent low-post scorer.
Here's Smith. Pass to Okoro. Here's Dosunmu. And it's Miami with the rebound. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Now here's Powell. Here's Jovic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Now just a 2-point Bulls lead.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 12. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Powell outside. Left side, Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. Here's Jovic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Dosunmu. They could use a bucket. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
You see yourself on the screen. You should come back to the room. Let's go. Show us those moves.
Going with an almost entirely new group.
Substitution for the Bulls.
On defense, the Bulls leading by 5. And here's Adebayo outside. And Okoro pulls it down. Outside, Jones. Pass to Okoro. Here's White. Can't hit the free throw line jump. The Heat trailed by 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Powell. And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got his third basket of the night.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here's Yaka Jonas. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside Williams. Outside Jones. Here's Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Vucevic has got 5 points so far. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Puts up a 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Okoro shot is off. The Heat trailed by 6. And stolen by Williams. White looking around. The 3. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere. He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Back to Jones. Takes the three. Okoro shot is off.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Powell with it. Williams picks him up. Tries it from 19. The shot by Powell, no good. Bulls leading by 6. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
To end the drought from beyond the arc and then some. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's White. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead. by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Vucevic. Right wing. And stolen by Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Ware. Back to Hero. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And it's Vucevic missing. Here's Wiggins. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Bulls leading. Giddey with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Down low. Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Now here's Adebayo. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Chicago leading by 3. Inside. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 9 points.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Hero. Outside White. From about 19 feet.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
Now here's Giddey after Tyler Hero's miss. Back to Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 5-point game. Here's Powell. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here are the Bulls now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Back to Giddey. Out to the right wing. Here's Okoro. Misses off the right iron. The Heat trailed by 5. Here's Powell. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pass to Giddey. Now, Buzelis. Vucevic up top. It's deflected. And stolen by Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Well, Wiggins may look calm and cool out there, but he can put on a show at times.
Pass to Okoro. Bulls moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Buzelis grabs the board. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Guys?
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the inside. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And he sinks the second.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
Back to Hero. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's White with the rebound. The Bulls with the lead. Here's Okoro. And the three off target.
Well, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Hero. Inside. Here's Ware. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now Giddey. Here's Vucevic. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Second personal foul.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Hero from long range. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Giddey. He's got 12. Down low. Here's Vucevic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility. And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Wiggins. Now Hawkins. Wiggins trying to free himself up. Hawkins can't hit. And here is Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. Here's Vucevic. Hawkins defending. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Hero. Here's Ware. Up top, Hero. 6 points for him. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Here's Ware. To the middle. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Bulls leading by 8. Giddey with the bounce pass. Jaquez with the steal. Here's Mitchell. It's all in by the Bulls. Pass to Okoro. Back to Giddey. Now here's Dosunmu. A second chance effort. Jump shot is good. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 2 points. That one goes.
He just hasn't been able to find any kind of consistency to this point.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Jovic. And here is Hero. Over Williams. Hero, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Misses and the dry spell continues.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Jovic. There's the screen to the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Jovic has got 8 points.
Well, certainly Tyler Hero is never going to be accused of being selfish. If you get yourself open, he is going to find you.
Here's Giddey. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Mitchell outside. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. In the corner. Herter with it. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat trailed by 15. Hero with it. Defended by Giddey. Here's Mitchell. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Lets it go with a 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
For 3.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
And here's Herter. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. To the middle. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Heat trailed by 17. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Right side, Rozier. Collins grabs the miss. And here is Giddey. Here's Herter. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls ahead, leading by 17.
41.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. 3-pointer. Not going to go that time. Outside, Jones. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 5. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Heat.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Mitchell wide open. No good on the 3. Outside White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Has to wear. Here's Hero. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Bulls leading by 18. Outside Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now Herter. Shoots the 3. And shot off. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Hero. Good on the bucket.
And that's why he's such a focal point offensively. It's that strong handle.
Here's White. And he lays it straight in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hero fires from way outside. Hero can't get that one to fall. A 3 ball. And it's White missing.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Back to Jones. High arcing shot. And it's good on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Hero, that's a 2-pointer. Excellent D that time from Jones.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's White. Off target from the wing. The Heat trailed by 20. Hero from long range. The shot, no good.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Jones looking for an opening. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Hawkins. Now Hero. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Miami no good on that time either.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Kobe White.
Hero. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
White up top. Pass to Giddey. And here is Okoro. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
That's a 2 from Powell. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Here's Hero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Oh, those are the instincts of a pure scorer. Tyler Hero is going to get to his number, whether it's from the field or from the line.
Now a timeout called by Miami. So he comes up empty at the line. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Here's White. That 3 off the mark. So it's Miami now. Here's Adebayo. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
2 shots.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
And they get it. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Pass to Larson. Here's Adebayo. Out to Powell. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Now, Buzelis. Back to Giddey. For 3. Buzelis' shot is good.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
There's Hero with the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
Here's Buzelis. No good with the fallback jumper.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Jovic. Back to Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. Powell for 3. White with the defensive effort.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Outside, Hero. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. And he nails the jumper. Chicago calls timeout.
And make some noise for your Chicago Bulls.
is here. Here's Chicago. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer. White's got 20 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And here's Adebayo outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside, White. Back to Giddey. Pass to Okoro. Lets the three fly. Powell pulls it in. Here's Miami now. And here's Mitchell from the arc.
2 minutes.
There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Buzelis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Josh Giddey.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Powell, no one around him with the tip. The tray, good on the three-point shot.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now here's Giddey. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Miami ball. Miami substitution. Number 14, Tyler Hero.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Chicago ball.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They've won this game.